I played through the new roguelike update for Fantasy Life I and dove into the game's files to find every secret. This mode revolves entirely around the new currency, gold clusters. These rare items are used to buy exclusive rewards, but you can't save them between runs. The most expensive items cost 3 gold clusters, so you're required to gather 3 in one run, or you'll never have enough to buy the new mounts. I had my own theories on probabilities for this mode, and the problem was, we all felt gold clusters were way too rare. With little information provided by the game itself, there were too many ongoing debates over best practices for grinding gold clusters. In my previous video, I theorized all treasure chests have an equal chance of dropping gold clusters. On stream, we estimated that rate to be only 1%, but some people objected with a solid reason. Alchemy pots produce random treasure chests in exchange for points, but different pots cost different amounts. If Mr. Piggy is the cheapest alchemy pot at 100 cost, why would he deserve an equal drop rate when compared to the 300 cost pots? Wouldn't that be poor game balance? It's a great question, and I had to find out the answers. Let's take a look. Within the roguelike Select T-Box asset lies everything the game uses to determine treasure box spawns and outcomes for the alchemy pots. It's all quite similar to how Level 5 has done things in past games, and that includes the terrible drop rates. It's not as bad as Inazuma 11, so let me break it down for you. When determining the outcome for a probability-based event, Level 5 assigns a weight to each outcome's chance. The event that occurs when using an alchemy pot is the selection of 3 item types within the treasure box. Before the individual item is defined, the category such as armor or consumable item must be decided. Alchemy Machine Ore refers to the Mr. Hammer alchemy pot, which prefers ore and costs 300 points. We know from the game telling us that Mr. Hammer is more likely to produce weapons and tools made from ore. Let's see how that's reflected by the weights. Rogue Treasure Weapon refers to a treasure box dropping weapons. This has a weight of 25. Tools have a weight of 25 as well. Rogue Treasure Consumable Item refers to the treasure box dropping food or elixirs in one of the selections. This has a weight of 15. Armor has a weight of 15 as well. Now, Rogue Treasure Craft Item actually refers to the craftable treasure items that you can trade in for bonus points at the end of your run. This has a weight of 9. Next up is an important confirmation of a theory we've discussed on recent streams. The game will check to see if you're playing online. If you are not playing online, a weight of 10 is given to the NPC treasure outcome. Each NPC can be powered up twice, so be sure to claim all 9 NPC treasures as soon as possible to remove this outcome from the pool. Finally comes the fun part. Rogue Treasure Gold Item has to be what we're looking for. The weight for the gold clusters in any treasure box slot is 1. Yup, exactly what we expected. And this goes for every alchemy pot in the game, except for King Tweet Tweet. The food, wood, ore, and monster pots each have an equal weight of 1 for the gold item outcome. By the way, all of these weights total 100, so if you're playing solo and haven't claimed all the NPC upgrades, gold clusters have exactly a 1% chance of appearing in each treasure chest selection choice. By removing the NPCs from the outcomes, you can boost that to maybe 1.1%, but every bit helps. Gold clusters are considered a currency, so you can't lose or cook them after they're added to your inventory. I will note that something is checked when gold clusters are generated, because I know some of you will be curious about that. I searched everywhere and discovered that exact snippet appears in every context that a gold cluster is awarded to the player, such as the bomb and devil curses, so it's not something we should need to worry about here. So one chest has 3 slots, at least that's for items with a priority of 0. The game will check to see what your current area objective and final boss types are. If your area's objective is wood chopping, for example, the treasure box can pass a small weight of 1 to axes no matter what pot you're using. This was a theory we had but couldn't prove until now, so it's good to have confirmation that Level 5 has natural help for each objective type to prevent you from being walled. If you get stuck on a mining or fishing objective because you don't have the proper life unlocked yet, keep opening treasure boxes in that area. All of these tool weights are given a priority of 1, only applying under certain conditions. Dropping a specific tool seems to check your license rank, by the way, which I believe is your level for that life. In the roguelike mode, your level is consistent across all lives. We already knew that your level influenced the ranks of dropped equipment items, so it's good to have confirmation. It also seems level does not influence how the gold clusters drop in any way, which was actually something I was worried about. It's possible that priority 1 weights are eliminated when the area is cleared, but that wouldn't apply to overworld chests that are generated at the start of the session. That's why going back to low-level areas even after you've leveled up will still give you low-rank equipment when checking those starter chests. But hey, I've gotten gold clusters from the overworld chests before, so always check them. Therefore, it's best to rush overworld chests for objective-relevant drops when you first reach an area. If your objective is gathering related, save alchemy pots for after you beat the objective. Now there's one more priority 0 that can take effect. If your final boss is not a combat boss, a weight of 5 can be given to the relevant tool, like fishing rods for a fish boss. With a priority of 0, this suggests to me the weight exists in the standard pool with no way to alter its presence. Please correct me in the comments if you're more familiar with Unreal Engine games, because I'd love to hear your take on this. Because from my perspective, this means any Snoozeland run without a combat boss will have lower chances of dropping gold clusters from treasure boxes. In a pool of 105 weights, gold clusters would have a 0.95% chance of dropping. There is one exception, the King Tweet. This exceptionally rare alchemy pot, labeled the Ancient Alchemy Pot in the code, has rare treasure boxes with the following rates in each choice: a 20% chance for treasure, 20% for a rare tool such as the Tools of Time, 20% for a rare weapon such as the Sword of Time, and 40% for a gold cluster. Are you kidding me? This means one treasure box from a King Tweet is worth 40 boxes from a normal alchemy pot. Putting King Tweet into Fever before using him will give you 4 tries at a gold cluster. 2 of these tries are typically single drops, while the other 2 are treasure chests with 3 choices each inside them. That's 8 40% chances in total, on average. But that's only if you're putting King Tweet into Fever, which is a collision of 2 low-chance events. But with this in mind, if you see a King Tweet, do not use him until the last few minutes in case you get a Fever drone from a drowsy mimic. He only takes a moment to use, so it's always worth waiting for Fever. We'll build on this knowledge with more Datamine findings in the future. I don't understand all of this new update yet, so let me know in the comments or on Discord if you have any information. With love and peace, thanks for watching.